Hello, here we are at GITEX 2021, one of the biggest tech shows in the world. GITEX Future Stars, talking about innovation, talking with industry experts and thought leaders. And here we are with Rob Beswick, Managing Director of Virgin Mobile. Hello, Rob, and welcome to our podcast.
Hello, lovely to be here.
You just had an amazing performance. You danced.
I did break dance a little, you know.
Yeah. Do you like stage performance? No. Do you like these speaking engagements that you have here in the region and all around the world?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I love it. It's an opportunity perhaps to give something back to those that are starting their careers or want to learn a little bit more, and it's always nice to pass on experience, right?
Yeah. I heard that there were a lot of questions when you finished. You inspired people to ask a lot of questions. And this is something that I think all the speakers want. But there were some questions that are not relevant to your speech.
I think, look, I mean, firstly, I'm glad that people felt comfortable enough to ask questions. Because quite often people don't feel they can come forward, which I think is amazing. And secondly, look, I'm not able, of course, to answer on the intricacies of B2B marketing, but I am able to perhaps give some guidance or at least some support from the areas that I know.
And the area that you know perfectly, being in a mobile world for more than a decade, and sorry for saying that, being old,
No, that's fine.
But you have a vast experience on that, and experience about customer experience. Those are the two things that are matching in your career, I would say.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I started my career in marketing and in brand marketing. So for me, understanding the customer and being customer first is how I was trained. It's how I embraced everything that I did within my marketing career. And of course, I can bring that knowledge base through now into a more general management role. And hopefully that helps in terms of driving innovation and in terms of driving ultimately a really good brand experience, customer experience, and a differentiated product set. And I think that's critical.
That was the topic of your stage performance, your speech on the stage, but also that is the direction that Virgin Mobile is going into, I would say, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And we know that we can differentiate quite clearly by building a product proposition that fixes customers' problems or fixes existing customer problems that exist within telco. And what we've done is we've built a value proposition that zeroes in on using digital and our app to be able to create easy interactions for areas perhaps that were more challenging for customers in the past.
That's for sure a thing. And do you agree if we say the only thing customer want is hassle-free? That may be a key word to everything.
100%. The first part of my presentation today is simplify the complex. Customers actually don't want to spend hours and hours engaging with a telco app. They want to get something done as quickly and as seamlessly and as easily as possible. And that's where digital gives the power to the customer, because you open the app on your mobile phone, you change your settings, you change what you need to do, you can port your number, you can boost and add more, etc. And I think that's key. Simplicity is key.
And the other word is transparency also, to be able to get a grip on what am I doing on my phone.
I mean, I think certainly we couldn't have launched Virgin Mobile without taking a stance on fairness and transparency. As a Virgin branded business, it's in our DNA. Virgin has always stood for being straight up, offering a heartfelt service. And I think more importantly than that, maybe, I think it's the future. I think that brands have to be transparent, have to be sustainable, have to be focused on being straight up to their customer base in order to grow and survive.
That's one empathetic, and understanding the needs of the clients. When we talk about the needs of the clients, how is the data usage or usage of a mobile network in the region? how it works. Is it because we know that Middle East is on the forefront of the mobile data and telco users, how it is in the past period, having a pandemic behind us, and
I think connectivity has been absolutely critical during the pandemic, whether it's Wi-Fi or whether it's mobile phone calls or whether it's data usage. The need for customers to be able to touch base, not only from a work perspective but also from a personal family perspective, has been magnified, clearly magnified. Therefore, I think stability of network and stability of service is absolutely fundamental. So a baseline, you need to know that when you need to make that Zoom call, that Teams call your mum back in wherever it may be, that the service is going to work. And then, of course, on top of that is consumption levels. And consumption levels for mobile vary. And it depends, there's two ways of looking at it. First is that with decreased mobility because of lockdown, mobile data usage actually reduced.
yeah.
And then secondly is that with coming out of lockdown and with more reliance on over-the-top service providers such as Zoom, Skype, etc., mobile data usage has then recovered and actually grown.
So basically, we can use you as a reference point. Are we back there? Are we back to the normal, or?
Yeah, to a large extent. I mean, we track the Google Mobility Index very, very clearly because it's a precursor to what the usage is likely to be from a customer perspective, and therefore what our revenue will be and how a market's recovering. And I think we're extremely fortunate to be sat here today in the UAE, of course, where recovery has been so well led. And so swift and speedy.
No, that's for sure. And okay, as you said, there were changes in the past year or 2 years, but what is coming in very quickly is 5G. I don't even need to ask, of course, being partnered with Do, you are 5G ready fully, and people using Virgin Mobile are into 5G. What is the difference between, because 5G is not seen only as a quicker, more efficient service than the 4G. What are the changes that will 5G bring to the market, and specifically to market audience of Virgin Mobile?
It's a great question. I think it's a huge enabler. I don't think that people at this stage actually understand the full capabilities and what 5G will offer. But if you take a walk around GITEX and particularly here in Zabeel Hall 6, and you go into the far corner and start talking to some of the innovation startups that are looking at the metaverse, you start to realize quite quickly that being able to offer a breakneck low latency network connectivity will underpin the metaverse and the adoption of the metaverse and other blockchain and other AI technology in the future.
And hopefully that we will have companies thinking like Virgin Mobile towards customer experience more and more, and give them hassle-free approach to the services.
I hope so, and I think, look, if we can create some inspiration and even some inspiration that across the industry, then that's a good thing for customers.
I think you do. Your presence in Dubai and the region is really amazing, and you know what? With all what you said right now, I think I will log in your website and switch to Virgin Mobile right now.
Fantastic! Download the app and let us know how you get on. And thank you.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure.